This footage was filmed on May 23rd here in Okinawa. On this day, we took a glass-bottom boat from Naha and enjoyed one of the most peaceful sides of Japan. The sea was calm. Through the glass, we could see fish swimming below us. It was a beautiful and peaceful day. But a few months after this footage was taken, Japan experienced a very different side of nature. In August 2026, extremely heavy rain caused serious flooding in parts of the country. One of the areas hit especially hard was Chiba Prefecture, just east of Tokyo. And today, while we enjoy these peaceful scenes from Okinawa, I'd like to talk about what happened there and about the extreme rainfall Japan has experienced this summer. In August 2026, one of the areas hit especially hard was Chiba Prefecture, just east of Tokyo. On August 13th, extremely heavy rain began falling across parts of Chiba. The situation quickly became serious. Roads flooded, underpasses filled with water, cars became stranded, homes were flooded. And transportation was disrupted across the region. For many people, it happened frighteningly fast. A street that looked normal could become covered with water within a short period of time, and once water begins rising, it can become extremely difficult to escape. This wasn't simply a rainy summer day. It became a major natural disaster. People lost their lives, homes and businesses were damaged, and even after the rain stopped, many people were left with an enormous cleanup. Chiba may be familiar to international visitors for another reason. Narita International Airport is located there. Millions of travelers pass through Chiba on their way to Tokyo every year. Much of the prefecture is highly developed. There are cities, highways, train lines, shopping centers, and residential neighborhoods. So when we imagine a serious flood disaster, we might picture a remote village beside a mountain river. But that's not always what flooding in modern Japan looks like. It can happen in densely populated areas. It can happen beside major roads. And it can happen surprisingly close to Tokyo. That is part of what makes extreme rainfall so difficult. Modern cities have drainage systems designed to carry rainwater away, but those systems have limits. When too much rain falls in a very short time, the water has nowhere to go. Roads become rivers, underpasses become dangerous, and low-lying neighborhoods can flood very quickly. Japan has always had heavy rain. We have a rainy season every year. We have typhoons, and people living here are familiar with weather warnings and evacuation information. But in recent years, there is one Japanese weather term that we seem to hear more and more often: Senjo Kosuitai. In English, it is often called a linear rain band. This happens when strong rain clouds repeatedly develop and move over the same area. Instead of one rain cloud passing over and moving away, new clouds continue to form. The same area can receive intense rain again and again, and that's when the situation can become dangerous very quickly. Rivers rise. The ground becomes saturated. Landslide risks increase. Drainage systems become overwhelmed, and sometimes people have very little time to react. Japan has invested heavily in disaster prevention. We have river embankments, flood control facilities, drainage systems, emergency shelters, weather radar, smartphone warnings, and hazard maps showing areas that may be vulnerable to floods or landslides. These systems save lives, but they cannot eliminate every risk. And there is another problem. Many of us naturally think, my house has never flooded before, or this area isn't marked as especially dangerous, or simply, it will probably be okay. Most of the time, it is okay. And perhaps that's exactly why these disasters can catch people by surprise. When something hasn't happened for many years, it's difficult to imagine that today will be different. There is also a side of flooding that we don't see very often after the news coverage ends. When the water disappears, the disaster isn't over. Imagine opening the door to your home and finding everything covered in dirty water and mud. Furniture has to be thrown away. Electrical appliances may be destroyed. Cars may no longer work. Floors and walls have to be removed. Businesses may not be able to reopen. For older people especially, cleaning a flooded home can be almost impossible without help. And even if insurance or government assistance is available, rebuilding a normal life takes time. The rain may last only a few hours. The consequences can last for months or even years. And then, while this video was being prepared, heavy rain hit again. On August 21st, parts of Saitama Prefecture, north of Tokyo, experienced another episode of intense, localized rainfall. Once again, there were reports of flooded roads and dangerous conditions. Saitama and Chiba are different prefectures. These were different weather events, so we shouldn't pretend that they were one single disaster. But the timing is striking. Only about a week after the devastating rain in Chiba, people in another part of the Tokyo metropolitan region were once again watching intense rain fall over their streets. And that makes this story feel bigger than Chiba alone. How prepared are Japanese cities for extremely intense rainfall? And how should ordinary people prepare when the weather can change so quickly? Japan's natural environment is one of the reasons people love visiting. The mountains, the rivers, the snow, the cherry blossoms, the beaches, and this beautiful ocean here in Okinawa. And perhaps most importantly, we can stop assuming that a disaster will always happen somewhere else.